Get ready with me to hang out with friends. Okay, so I actually have school today, but me and my friend convinced both our parents to let us stay home since it's like Columbus Day and other schools get today off, and they actually said yes. But oh my goodness. Okay, so a couple of days ago I got into like a small car crash literally down the street from where I live. Okay, so I'm still in my neighborhood and I'm driving straight, and there's this car that is like driving the other way, but they're like in my lane thing in the neighborhood, and they start turning into the neighborhood like right next to me, like going to a different street. And so I start like honking because they're like going when I'm right there. It's hard to explain, but there's like a hill like right before that neighborhood, so you can't even see the car coming until you're like right there. So when I see him, I start slowing down and like honking, and this like all happens super fast. And he keeps going, and we end up getting hit, like the front of my car and the back of his, and then like glass falls off of like his like tail light, and I didn't even know if my car had damage yet because it didn't even seem like that bad of a hit. It just seemed like a hit and things flew off. So I get out and he gets out, and he like starts apologizing a lot. And this is my first ever like car crash, so I didn't really know what to do. So I check, and there's like a big dent in my car, like there is damage. And so I like ask for his phone number, and I take a picture of like his license plate and stuff, but I didn't know like you were supposed to call the police like on the spot. And so we both just ended up leaving, and luckily there was like a guy that was going for a walk, and he like stopped me, and he was like, if you need a witness, like I'm your person. And he gave me his phone number and his name. So the guy did say that he would pay for it, which is like good. But since I didn't call the police then, it's like kind of like you get a little leverage. But I get to school and I call my dad and I tell him what happened, and he tells me that I should have called the police there and I need to like call the police and make a report. So I do that, but I tell them that like it didn't just happen, it happened like on my way to school, which was like 10 minutes prior. And so they make a report, but since I ended up making a report for the guy got mad at me, and he was saying that since I like called the police, he's not gonna pay anymore. And it turns out this guy like already needs to go to court because he doesn't have insurance for his car. So like even if I got his insurance then, like he wouldn't have been able to give me anything because like he doesn't have any. And I think that's why he was like really mad that I called the police on him, because like he doesn't have insurance and he already needs to go to court, so this just makes it look worse. So he's really mad about that. And then like my dad ended up calling him and talking to him, saying how like basically talking to him about it, and that's how I found out that he wasn't gonna pay. And so yeah, I honestly don't even know like what the rest is happening. My dad is like handling it, but all I know is I feel really bad because like it's not gonna get fixed, and my dad is like willing to pay for it for me, but I know that's like a lot of money, so I feel bad. Also like makes me wonder like if I didn't call the police, if he actually like would have paid like he said he would have, or if that was just like an excuse to like get out of paying and like make it seem like he was mad or whatever. Okay, I'm all done with my makeup. Here's the earrings. I don't have a lot of jewelry on today.